side by side and you work, you know there's never enough room. It don't matter what you do, you ain't got enough room for all your gear. And you end up piling gear on top of gear, and then it's hard to find stuff and hard to get it out. Well, today I've got a rack from Seizmik. This is their dump bed rack. It gives you a little more of a different option as to where you place your gear and little better way to organize it. Now, this rack, I went ahead and laid everything out here, and I'm going to be installing it on my Ranger. Now, this goes with that part of the rack, so I'm just going to lay it there for now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on putting the bottom section on, then we'll put the actual rack on last. Now, these side supports here, they sit down in the lock and ride holes on the Ranger and they stay in place. If you ever need to remove the rack, if you need the extra room, if you're hauling a load of wood or something, you can leave these in place, and these will kind of act like bars, kind of help hold the load, make the bed a little bit taller. But anyway, let's get this thing installed. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these wedges. These take the Allen head bolts. Slide your washer over the bolt, slide it through the hole on the upper part of the wedge, and just get it started. Don't tighten it up or nothing, because if you tighten it up, it ain't going to fit in the hole. But as long as you just leave it loose, it ought to drop down in the lock and ride holes. Now with the wedges in place, I'm going to go ahead and slide my 2 other bars in place. Just knock them down. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side as well. Next, I'm going to take these 2 pieces, I'm going to slide them together like it right there. These pieces slid together. I'm going to go ahead and take 3 bolts, nuts, and washers. I'm going to slide the bolt through from the outside. Then I'm going to put the washer and the locking nut on the inside. Put my washer and my lock nut on the inside. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop this bolt down through the hole we just drilled, put the nut on the back side. Next, I'm going to take this piece here, slide it into my rack, and I'm going to go ahead and install the rack on the unit. With the rack in place, all you got to do is take one of your bolts on each side, now with both star bits in place, the rack is secure. You'll notice the rack don't come all the way over. That's because it's universal. It'll work with a full size, mid size, where they're 2 different sizes. Plus, this rack comes with this piece of plastic here that you can mount. That way, if you want to drop a hammer or an axe or something down in one of these holes, or if you want to modify these holes, make them a little bigger to haul whatever you want. If you want to drill extra holes so you can put screwdrivers or whatever you want in here, you can, depending on what you use your unit for, you can make it work for whatever. Right now I'm not going to drill no extra holes. I'm just going to go ahead and mount it as is. Now with the rack securely in place, you see it's pretty sturdy. And like I say, if you want to take this rack back out, you can leave this outer structure, just remove these 2 star bolts, lift the rack out, set it aside. When you want to put it back on, just set it back on, install 2 bolts, and you're good to go. But anyway, with that installed, as you can see, the bed still works, it still dumps, it still shuts good. There's plenty of clearance on both sides. You can't see it, but there is plenty of clearance. I've got this back cover on, so it's hard to tell. I would bring the camera over here. But also, you can see under this rack, there's all kinds of room. Under the rack, I've got 19.5 inches of clearance. So you can haul quite a bit of stuff up under this rack, and then put stuff on top of it too. And just keep everything organized so it's easy to get to and it's easy to find. But anyway, that's all there is to installing the Seizmik dump bed rack for the Polaris Ranger.